right now at 11 o'clock. 1 year ago tonight, a former Minneapolis police officer murdered George Floyd. The killing was caught on camera, which led to protests around the world, including, of course, here in Charlotte. Well, last month, Officer Derek Chauvin was found guilty on all charges related to Floyd's death. Tonight, dozens of people came to Marshall Park in Charlotte to remember Floyd's life and to talk about how his death took a hard look at police reform. Our Brandon Hamilton is live. And Brandon, you've been reporting on this since last summer. You were even sent to cover Floyd's funeral in Houston. What was the attitude that you saw tonight in Marshall Park?
Well, Molly, looking back on last year till now, those voices are still being heard. But George Floyd's murder has become the catalyst for the conversation to happen not only around policing, but as others say, changing this country for the better.
George Floyd! George Floyd! Isn't that why we're out here today?
20-year-old Tyler Jackson has stood on the front lines.
This is our job. Without the youth, this thing doesn't work.
Last year, he found himself marching for George Floyd.
We all dressed up and basically kind of took inspiration from Martin Luther King because they used to dress up when they went on their walks.
Protests lasted for 11 straight days in Charlotte as thousands made their voices heard.
George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, we're saying those names, and why are we still feeling this pain? Why is there still not a change implemented for us to be able to say that I can walk down the street and I'm safe? Why can't I be safe? Why can I walk in the neighborhood and nobody profile me?
1 year later, that question is still the same for some. Tuesday, they came to Marshall Park to celebrate Floyd's life.
What this day means to me is it strengthens my promise to that little girl who said, "My daddy made a difference. My daddy's going to change the world."
As a young black man, it's time for us to vote change. If we don't do it, nobody will.
This man, he's not a hashtag, and we've got to remember that. And it just shouldn't have happened.
Representative Alma Adams has co-sponsored the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act, which would reform policing across the country, including more accountability and banning techniques such as a chokehold. The bill is still being debated in Congress.
And I did ask about that change and what have we seen in the past year. They told me that work still must be done, but that change starts with you spreading love and being the change that you want to see. Reporting live in Charlotte, Brandon Hamilton, WBTV, on your side.
People make the difference all the time. Brandon, thank you.